Bitcoin has just set new highs over the weekend. When's the last time we saw these prices? You would have to look way back, all the way over here, right before the crash on May 12th for the last time that we actually saw $57,000 on Bitcoin. Damn, how long has that been? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months since we've seen Bitcoin at these prices. 6 months really if you include May, because it happened on May 12th and we're in October 11th. So what is next for Bitcoin? Where are we going from here? What are the next resistance levels? Because guys, we're almost at that level where we're gonna hit the previous all-time highs. We're gonna look into all of this week and see what we can expect from Bitcoin for the next few days. Let's go ahead and dive into today's video. Giving you guys the best tips, tutorials, and ideas to help you guys become profitable and successful investors. The goal of this channel is to empower you guys with the knowledge and resources to take your wealth up to that next level. So if you guys are new here, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. If you enjoyed this video, make sure and smash that like button for us. Let's dive into today's video. So first off, let's go ahead and look back at the trade setups that we gave you guys on Friday's video and see how they performed. So the trade that triggered over this weekend was that $55,000 entry. So the idea here was to enter on the breakout above 55K because it was an important level in Bitcoin. So you'll see that on Saturday we went up as high as 55,600, and then yesterday we went as high as 56,691 before going lower again. Today we opened up at 54,725 and that went up as high as 57,875. So there's definitely been opportunity to take multiple trades in the last few days. But if you just bought that breakout, that initial breakout, and just held it and up to the top, it would have been around a 52% profit on that trade if you use 10x leverage like we always do. And if you just opened it and you're holding it right now, then you'd still be up 36% on that trade. Remember that we use Bybit to trade with leverage. If you guys are interested in using Bybit, we have our referral link in the description, which helps the channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we can expect for this week and see if we can find some trade setups. All right, so currently sitting at $57,000 here. So if we zoom out and check back on history, remember our favorite thing to do here is looking back in history, seeing what Bitcoin did previous times when we were at the same price level. So if we go back in history, back to February of this year, you will see that we topped out at $58,500 before having a small pullback here. That eventually led to the rally all the way up and set a new high here of about $62,000 at the time. But you'll see that we had a lot of things going on in this level here. You'll notice it there. You'll notice we had the rejection here. You'll notice all the consolidation there. And if we move over to April and May, you will notice again a lot of consolidation within this same exact range. So we can definitely say here that this range that we're currently trading within is a very important range for Bitcoin. If we pull up the volume shelves here, you will see that we gapped up through here. So remember, we spoke about that gap, and look at this green candle that we got here when we moved through that. So that's basically a one-day candle. Remember, we said that if we broke above this $50,000 range, which we got faked out that one time here, but this time we did not get the fake out. This time we actually broke through, and we said that the volume fell off drastically here. So we expected a big run up to around the 58,000 area because that's really when the volume comes back in. So now here at the current prices that we're at, you will see that this is the peak amount of volume here. You'll see that there's more volume there that there was here and that there was down here. So this is the most buying and selling area for Bitcoin right now, which is why when you look back in history, you will see that there is a bunch of times where Bitcoin had trouble getting past that area and there was so much consolidation there. A lot of people are buying and selling. So maybe some of the whales are selling here. A lot of retail might be jumping in with the FOMO coming in. We don't know exactly who it is that's buying and selling, but what we do know based on this is that there's a lot of volume there. So we could possibly expect some consolidation here. Now, what happens when we break above this area? Well, look how the volume drops off again. If we can break above that $58,000, our next resistance is 60,000. But 60,000, although it has been a resistance that's rejected us multiple times, you will see that the volume is nowhere near as much at 60,000, which is basically right here, than it is where we currently are right now, which is at that $58,000 area. So I'm expecting if we can break above this shelf, for the prices to just go back up and retest that $65,000 area. And if we break above 60,000, I can pretty much say that we're going to set new all-time highs at that point. Now, of course, prices don't just go up, guys. There's always some sort of pullbacks. And again, if we look back on history, we'll see that we had pullbacks in this exact area. The lowest of the pullbacks went all the way back to that $42,000 area, which is exactly where this breakout started. So do I think that we can return to $42,000 right now? No, I don't think so. The reason why is because I believe, just like we were doing here, we're going to be setting new higher highs and higher lows. So if you see here, before this, there is a higher high and a higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and so forth. And one last higher high there before we switched that trend up. So what are we currently doing right now? We set up a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and I'm expecting we already have the higher high. So when we do get the pullback, which it's going to eventually happen at some point, we should be setting up a higher low. Now, where can that higher low be? That could be probably somewhere around that $50,000 range is where I would expect it. If we did fall below 50, then 48 would be the next area that I would think we would get the support for the bounce on that higher low. The reason why is because remember, 48,000 is a very big support and resistance area. You guys can see that we've had a lot of consolidation there, just like we've had at 58,000. And we're also going to be right there with that Fibonacci level, and we're going to have the moving averages there. And if we also pull up the volume shelf, you can see that the volume picks right back up there after this gap right here. So when we do get the eventual pullback, that's kind of the level that I would be expecting to see a bounce to set up a new higher low before setting up a new higher high. So what trade setups are we watching for and looking for this week? So the main trade setup that we're watching here is a break above $58,000. So that's going to be the first trade that we're looking for. Of course, we would love to see volume with it. But if we get any type of pullback, then that's when we're looking back at the first level, which is around here, that $55,000. So that would be a bounce entry, remember. So if we get something like this, we're looking to enter on the bounce, not on the drop. And if we were to pull back any lower than $50,000 is where we would be looking for our next bounce back entry. Now, if we do break 58,000 this week and continue up, our next breakout entry would be $60,000. And we'd be looking to ride that up to possibly between $62,000 to $65,000 and beyond. Of course, beyond 65 is a new all-time high. That is it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys have any questions about anything that we covered in today's video, don't forget to drop it in the comments. I'm always happy to answer those comments for you guys. If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notifications. And if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and smash that like button for us. It helps us out a ton. Have a good one, guys. I will see you guys on the next video. As always, peace and love.